YSL Garnier Givenchy Chanel La Roche-Posay MAC Gucci Too Faced Benefit Organs Kiehl's مان كيلز نورس فيكتوريا سيكريت. هدول البراندات اللي شفناهم سوا براندات بتدعم أو تابعة للكيان الصهيوني، فأول ما يخلصوا من عنا هاي البراندات ما بنفع أبدا إنه نرجع نعمل ريستوك. شايفين قد إيه إحنا إلنا سنين brain washed؟ كم المهول من الفلوس اللي حطيناها على منتجات تابعة لإلهم. لو مش بس هيك كمان نستنى رواتبنا تنزل عشان أول مشوار نروح نجيب شي من هدول البراندات. غير البراندات اللي هي الدراج ستور براندز في كتير بصراحة، هلا مش كتير متذكرهم كلهم، ولكن حاول قدر الإمكان أي شي بدنا نشتري بعد هيك نتأكد كتير منيح هذا الشي وين رايحة وهاي الشركة أو هذا المنتج لشو تابع. هاي المرة مرقناها، الواحد بيعيش وبيتعلم، بس أهم شي الغلطة ما نكررها مرتين.
About the Texas economy and foreign relations is now the basis of a lawsuit over free speech. KVUE political reporter Ashley Godot is here now. And Ashley, this is about a complicated topic, Israel.
Yeah, very complicated, Mike. In 2017, the state of Texas passed an anti-BDS or anti-boycott law. It banned state agencies from doing business with companies that boycott Israel. But a speech pathologist in Pflugerville says the state is trying to silence her right to free speech. May 2017.
Any anti-Israel policy is an anti-Texas policy.
Governor Greg Abbott signs an anti-boycott, divestments, and sanctions bill into law, prohibiting state agencies from doing business with companies that boycott Israel. Fast forward 19 months.
It attacks me personally, attacks my family.
This is Bahia Amawi. For the last 9 years, she's been an independent contractor with Pflugerville ISD, working as a speech pathologist for young children, specializing in students who speak Arabic. But when the time came to sign her contract this year, she saw this, a new clause as a result of the law stating the contractor doesn't and won't boycott Israel. As an American, Amawi says it violates her right to free speech, and as a woman of Palestinian descent, she says it does more.
I have a lot of family members who are still in occupied territories, suffering from the brutality and the aggression and struggling every day.
She didn't sign and lost her job. Now she's suing the state and Pflugerville ISD.
This law was intended to prevent Americans from exercising their constitutional rights to protest a foreign country. And in this case, it's really absurd that the Texas law is taking a foreign country's side over the side of students who need Bahia services.
Governor Abbott weighed in on Twitter, retweeting our story on the lawsuit with the comment, quote, Texas stands with Israel, period. Now, the Texas Attorney General's office sent us this statement that reads in part, quote, private citizens and companies have every right to express their views on any issue they wish by boycotting companies and citizens. They do not, however, have a right to use money they obtain from government contracts to make that statement. Obviously, this is a lawsuit we'll be following.
All right. Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate it.
If you boycott against Israel, New York will boycott you.
What's up? What's up? Where'd he go? He left, right? All right. But he left that law behind. Let me explain to you why. It's not anti-Semitism. And I live in New York, so guilty, I guess. What politicians don't want you to know is that the UN has been hearing about how this was going to come to a head soon. Because of genocide. Wah, wah, wah. Cuomo, where'd you go? Scandal, what was it? There it is. The UN is urged to reject the anti-Semitism definition over misuse to shield Israel. Who brought this to the UN? Amnesty International, the Human Rights Watch, and 100 Israeli companies. And my dog, she's pissed about it too. So they said that if Israel's criticized, that they often shout, anti-Semitism. And it's like the boy who cried wolf, but in a really fucked up way, because it's hurting Jewish people. See, Benjamin Netanyahu is a Zionist, and our governor knew that, and our president knows that, and everyone that knows it knows it. But if you adopt this working definition of anti-Semitism, then it would keep the groups that are lobbied by pro-Israel groups, the UK, Germany, the EU bodies, and the United States. We've already adopted this definition. That's why we have these laws now. Yeah. But the ACLU said, be careful, because they said it was for companies, but it's also for individuals. You can be charged up to $1 million and 20 years in prison. Adoption of the definition by governments and institutions is often framed as an essential step in efforts to combat anti-Semitism. Wait for it. In practice, however, the IHRA, which is the only intergovernmental agency in charge of anti-Semitism, definition has often been used to wrongly label criticism of Israel as anti-Semitic and thus chill and sometimes suppress non-violent protest and activism, speech critical of Israel and or Zionism. You see how it does not say Judaism there? Because that's what it actually means, okay? These are Zionists pulling off a genocide with a lot of help, including in the US and Europe. So I don't know. I mean, maybe lawyers can help us get to the bottom of that. But also, the definition of anti-Semitism should include Palestinian people. But they changed the definition. White men do that all the time. They just change definitions. Yeah, so that's what happened here too. So if our ex-governor, wherever he is, if our current governor, if anyone would like to talk to me about this, I have page numbers. And the Goldstone report is 432 pages from 2008. That said war crimes, war crimes, war crimes. And the silent transfer of Jerusalem. Andrew, you know what I'm talking about. Don't lie.
I don't know about you guys, but the boycott has made stopping bad habits, like, easier than any other previous attempts for me. Like, man, I really want a soda. No, I don't, because I don't want to back a genocide. Oh, man. I crave Oreos so much sometimes. Nope, back's a genocide. Maybe if I just order that one thing online. Nope. So I'm saving money. I'm taking better care of my body. I'm being a good activist and humanitarian. And I'm just being really conscious about all my choices. Just me? Don't think so.